Hello, everybody. Welcome to another player interview with me, Brian M. Hauser from Hawk Blogger Mornings. Today, we get to talk to the man, Jake Bobo. You said you wanted more Bobo. You're going to get more Bobo. Jake, man, how you doing so far?
Good, great. Good day out there today. Sun was shining, so can't ask for much more.
It was more than just a good day, man. You had some of the highlight plays of the day. What do you talk about that catch, that one-handed catch right in the middle of the field?
Yeah. Well, you got to catch the ball when it's thrown to you, and it was a good ball by Drew, and in the right spot, probably the only spot it could have been. And yeah, you got to make the plays when they come to you.
Well, I think the defenders had a few words for you about what would have happened if pads were on. Am I right?
Yes, but you are correct. They are incorrect. Yeah.
So you got, obviously, Drew's a guy that's been here before, but you got Sam Darnold, you got Jalen Milroe. Talk about the changes you've seen at the quarterback position.
It's been really cool so far to see those guys. Drew's been here before, knows this building, knows the locker room, so he's huge just coming back. But Sam being here, immediately taking the reins, and he's the captain of the offense, made it known. We knew already, but the fact that he came in here and has put in the work every day of OTAs, he's been here since we reported, and won't leave till we get out from minicamp, and so he's been great for us leadership-wise so far, and obviously can sling the ball around all over the field. And then Jay Mill, man, he's been great so far too, working his tail off.
Pretty special group you got there, and the receiver room as well. You got some changeover there, and you bring in Cooper Kupp. Is that a guy that you've watched before he's come over here?
Yeah. As a receiver, you got to watch the greats, and he's one of them. Especially the last couple years, doing what he's done. It feels like it was 10 years ago, but it was 3 when he went Triple Crown, and he's still got it, man. You guys see it out there on the practice field. He's rounding guys up in a way only he can, and so the rest of us are just trying to learn from him and take pieces of his game, take pieces of Jack's game, Quez, MVS. And so it's a good room to be a part of so far, for sure.
Well, so it's a Seahawks Legends Day. They got folks coming from all past history of the Seahawks, and I've been doing top 50. No, I'm not going to put you on the spot if you have a Seahawks historian kind of take, but if you do, that's fine. If you could have a guy from NFL history,
okay.
It's Seahawks history, it's a bonus, but any team that you could sit down with and just pick his brain,
Yep.
Who would it be?
Boy, that's a good question. I'm biased because I have been able to pick his brain, but Bobby Wagner, I'm assuming he's in the top 50.
He has to be.
He's got to be, right?
Absolutely.
Top 5.
Yeah.
But just being, just seeing the way he worked the last 2 years being here, and I guess my rookie year.
Yeah.
Now he's over in Washington, but just being able to watch him work and pick his brain about, not necessarily scheme things, but just how to take care of your body, how to be a vet, how to survive, for lack of a better word, in this league, and also be a great player, and he's done all those things. So I'm sure he's doing the same thing in Washington, but that was a cool experience for me, for sure.
So more Bobo. Do you remember where you were when you first heard that came up?
Yes, I think I was in this building around this time 2 or 3 years ago. The years are starting to blend together, but it was a lot of fun coming in my rookie year, and then obviously when it's that loud, you got to back it up. So just continuing to try to work on my game, work on my craft, and get as good as I can be.
You had a really productive rookie year, not only as a receiver, but as a run blocker as a receiver, which, is not something a lot of receivers take as much pride in. How do you feel about your second year?
It was good. Obviously didn't have the same offensive production that I wanted to, but the biggest thing for me last year was being able to contribute on special teams. Didn't do as much of that my rookie year as I would have liked, and then being able to have the opportunity to do that was big for me in my development as a player, as a person, as a leader in this building. So just being able to do that, and then also hopefully we'll bring some offensive production as well. But both those things I take pride in, and we'll continue to work on.
Was there something, maybe a few things that you walked away from last season that you wanted to work on coming into this year?
Yeah, for me, a lot of it's always physical. Just being able to get stronger so I can go in and help out in the run game like I do, and then faster to be able to stretch the field a little bit more. So I've been working on that, and then honestly just trying to get comfortable. This game is fast, and that's what people don't realize when you're out there is things are moving. And so when you're having to think about not only my assignment, what the defense is giving me, and all the above, it gets hectic out there. And so just being able to hone in on my craft and be able to realize what I'm trying to do on a play in and play out basis is something that I've worked on, and it's mostly mental, but some physical tools as well.
Well, and you got a new offensive coordinator coming in. This will be your third OC in 3 years.
Yep.
Is that true?
Yep.
So Clint Kubiak and outside zone, receivers blocking is a pretty big part of this. Talk about how much that's come up so far.
It's come up a lot, which we knew. The cool part is teams that run this scheme. Obviously, Kubes has his own twist on things. He's going to put his own twist on different routes and different run schemes and stuff. But being able to, when we play Minnesota, when we play San Fran, and seeing some of the concepts and how the run game and the pass game really go together, and being able to play off each other, making comments on the sideline that was a cool concept they just ran, and now Kubes is bringing it here. So just being able to do a lot of that stuff. Obviously, he does stress receivers in the run game. But the big part of that is just being able to open up the pass game through the run game. And so making, it sounds weird, your path to go block a safety look the same as my path to run a pylon route off play action. And so just doing that stuff and how the two are intertwined is going to be big for us.
Well, and, obviously this is an offense that has been run in a few other places. And you go down to San Francisco, and people talk about Brandon Ayuk, Deebo Samuel, who's no longer there, but, Juwan Johnson as receivers. Yep. I don't know that they realize how good those guys are as run blockers and how key they are to that run game that's breaking a lot of big plays. So is that something that you, do you take pride when you're able to, open up a hole for one of your backs?
Oh, yeah, for sure. And for me, it's not going to be a highlight block every play, but I just like getting in there with the O linemen and just getting dirty down in the trenches and springing guys like K9, because they only need you to get a piece. K9 and Sharbs, Kenny, whoever's back there running the ball, they only need you really to get a piece of somebody, and they'll do the rest on their own. So we know that as receivers in the run game, just do your job. And you don't necessarily have to make a highlight block every play. Just get a piece of guys, and the other guys will do the rest.
All right, last question for you. Mike McDonald comes into his second season. This is my observation. You check me on it. Okay. But he seems more comfortable in his own skin. He's a little bit more, saying what's on his mind. Do you guys feel a little bit of a difference in him, and maybe just in the familiarity in the locker room?
Yeah. He really did. When he came in, we felt his presence in the building as a commander, as a leader, kind of right away. Now, what has started to show in team meetings and stuff is sense of humor, guys cracking jokes when you don't necessarily expect them to crack jokes. But we knew he was a good guy immediately upon his arrival here. He was a leader immediately. But you're right. I think there is an aspect of it that. Are we going?
All right, dude. I'll get you out of here. That's Cooper Kupp telling Bobo he's got to get a move on. I won't ask you what that's about. So, man, I'll let you go there. We got you standing in the end zone, which I feel like is a good start.
Good
hopefully that's the first of many for you. I appreciate your time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Have a great rest of your OTS.
Appreciate you, man.
All right, take care. Thank you.